last artist is gonna be La Femme. She's a female rapper. That just popped in my mind right now. So those would be my five clubhouse artists.
You named all great artists and people that I actually know. So I give you that. Okay, so I'm gonna give you one last question and then I'm gonna pass it back around. Okay. Can you walk us through your journey? And how did you get no, sorry, I already asked that. Who were some of your biggest musical influences growing up?
Oh man, James Brown, Michael Jackson, Stevie, Prince, Frankie Beverly and Mays. She's then those are like I'm like I have a playlist of those all day. And Sade, like those right there is like I could play them all day, every day. So those would be the music that I grew up on and influenced me, and and I hope to be able to shine like they did, or what I mean, make something that's long lasting, long after what I mean, I'm done doing this music thing. So those are some of my motivations and inspirations.
Awesome. I love that for you. All right, I think I got one more before I go. Can you give us a sample of your work? Your either your songs or your beats.
um I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question? As far as the sample, you talking about to play you something, or because I don't have nothing to play right now? But um,
Okay, no, that's fine then. That's fine. I'll pass it around. I'll pass it back to Empress. If not Empress, Rocky. Hey, how you doing, Rocky? Madeline.
I'm definitely ready. Thank you. Appreciate you, Miss Mother. You asked a lot of spectacular questions. So let's go. I definitely have another question for you regarding your career. So, as a Grammy voting member and Grammy U mentor, how have these roles influenced your perspective on music production, if you don't mind asking? I mean, answering, excuse me.
oh no, that's a great question. That's a great question. To be honest, I never would have even thought about being a part of the Grammys. It was never a thought of mine. I didn't know that there was an academy. I thought it was just kind of like some people that actually just vote and choose for you. But again, being on Clubhouse, and I met the Memphis chapter president, and you know what I mean. He had told me about kind of like the Grammys and how to become a voting member and how prestigious it was. And so you have to have two recommendations to be a part of it. So it got to be two members that's are two people that's already a Grammy members. And fortunately, I had a relationship with two people, and they recommended me, and I was able to get in on my first go round. And when I tell you, it opened up the door to I now have connections with an Indian five-time Grammy winner. I have connections with a Spanish artist Grammy winner. And of course, just the stateside people as well, like just people that's working professionals in the Grammys, which is engineers, songwriters. I got a couple records that's going to be coming out with a five-time Grammy winner. So it literally opened up the door to people to get to know who I was and the type of things that I've done. And then I was able to network and meet a bunch of great people that's working in the industry right now. So that, was like super amazing my first year. And so now I'm actually going on my third year. But my second year, I decided that I wanted to do more with the Grammys, and they had an opportunity for me to be a mentor, which is Grammy U is for college students, people that's in college that's interested in doing music and being a part of the music industry. And so I have a mentee out of DC that I work with, and we talk on the phone and we building relationships. And he had me listen to his music, and I give him my feedback because he engineer and produce as well. So it's been an amazing experience to, give my knowledge that I've, taken these past, almost 20 years. and now being able to impart it to somebody else, just the same way my mentors did for me. So I feel like it's just a giving back situation, the same way somebody gave back to me. I want to make sure I do the same and give back to the future musicians and artists that's going to be coming up next. So it's been really life changing and career changing for me to be a part of the Grammys. And I was supposed to go to the Grammys, which is next week, but I won't be able to make it. There's a lot of stuff going on in LA and all that. So I'll hopefully be invited next year as a nominee, which is my goal is to be Grammy nominated next year or this year coming up. So, but now I know the process. Now I know how it goes. So, I'm just super blessed to be a part of it.
Period. Hold on. Pew, 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 pew. Period. You gotta be right over yourself. Period. Let's go. Period. That's the way you speak about it. I might not be making it this year, but next year I'm coming in as a nominee for sure. For sure. I'm gonna ask you one more question. Then we're gonna open this joint up to the stage. Welcome everybody to Talk Your Shit podcast. We are interviewing the one, the only Mr. Rothstein B. Shout out to Mr. Rocky. Shout out to Mr. Miss Mother. Shout out to Mr. Josiah, Miss Madeline, Miss Vicky, and K Smooth. Period. Let's go. With that being said, let me ask you one more question. We can get right on to the rest of the people on stage. Now, I definitely have a question. So, have you ever had a session that completely changed the way that you approach production? Let's go.
Yes, I have. And that's when one of my mentors, kind of, he was in the session with me, and it was really giving me a different idea of production because I was using like not computer sounds, but I'll say just generic claps. And he was like, "Hey, man, once you use real claps and record yourself and make your own clap." And I was like, I never thought of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I never even thought like of creating my own like just claps. So then I got like three other people to clap, and then we end up I created my own clap. So then it went to make me think about creating my own sounds, and I think that's another important thing because if everybody got the same beat pack or drum sounds, then everybody's song is going to sound the same, everybody's beats going to sound the same. So if you can just do little different things like use a spoon and make a sound, or get a shaker or anything that you can find in your house to make noise, and guess what, you can make your own sounds and then engineer it a certain kind of way that it can sound good. So that was something that I didn't really think about is like create my own versus just using what that's already into your music software. And so I think that was like a thing that I didn't think about. And now when I go into approaching different beats, I won't use the same drums that I use on another beat. I'll try to find another drum sound and then engineer it to to sound different. And then also my boy, he works for Timberland, and he told me that like Timberland sometimes use two or three different drums, like kicks, and then engineered a certain type of way. So then I started like, oh shit, let me try that. So learning from other people is a cheat code because again, these people have had success and done it on a high level. So you definitely don't want to copy, but you can be inspired and do your own thing with it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm loving the intentionality behind the way that you produce. So thank you so much, Mr. Rothstein Beats. And the mic will come back around to me, but right now we're gonna open up the floor. The floor is open for anyone to ask questions. Let's go.
I'll go again. It's me again.
No,
Oh, boss, you got? Okay.
no, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'll go ladies first, man.
Okay. Um, it's crazy, Empress, because I was gonna ask him something similar. I was
Me and
good.
you are very in sync.
I swear, it's so crazy. I was gonna ask him, Mr. Rossi, I was gonna ask you, do you have a signature sound or do you adapt based on the artist you're working with?
Man, y'all have some great questions, man. This is a great interview right here. I don't have a signature sound, but I kind of do. It's kind of crazy because some people who hear my beats, they're like, "I know you made that," and then, but it doesn't sound the same. So I probably would say it's probably in my percussion. I use a lot of, I love percussion. I love like Cuban music and different things like that. So I will use shakers and